The Dangerous Night of Eronini Oshinachim and the Curious Case of Illusion. If you are new here, kindly subscribe and let's go. Eronini Oshinachi had always been a simple guy. He had big dreams, loved making people laugh, and hoped to one day become one of Nigeria's greatest comedians. But for now, he was just another struggling entertainer, cracking jokes online, hoping for his big break. Then one night, everything changed. The message, it was around 11:45 p.m. when his phone buzzed with an unknown number. He picked it up, expecting another random message from a scammer. But what he saw made his stomach tighten. Don't sleep before the midnight. Everything changes at 12:01. Eronini frowned. Which kind nonsense be this? Shrugging, he tossed the phone aside, probably a prank. But as he tried to focus on his skit idea, strange things started happening. First, his TV turned on by itself. It wasn't Netflix or YouTube. Instead, an old Nollywood movie was playing. The picture was graining, the actors speaking in dramatic voices, but something was off. Eronini leaned forward. The lead actor looked exactly like him. His heart skipped. No be juju be this. Then his phone screen glitched. A voice note played by itself. Eronini, get ready, you are about to discover the truth. By now, his palms were sweaty. He checked the time, 11:58 p.m. Then something even weirder happened. The clock on his wall started ticking slower. Each second felt stretched, like time itself was struggling to move forward. A wave of fear washed over him. Was he losing his mind? The midnight shift, then 12:01 struck. A bright flash of light filled his room and suddenly everything changed. When he opened his eyes, he was no longer in his tiny apartment. He was in a massive mansion. Marble floor, golden chandelier, waiters in tuxedos carrying champagne, people in expensive designer outfits laughing and clinking glasses. Eronini looked down at himself. A Rolex on his wrist, a tailored designer suite, a private jet ticket in his pocket. His breath caught. What in the world was happening? A man beside him clapped him on the back. Eronini always joking, no wonder you are the biggest comedian in Africa. Eronini blinked. Wait, what? The man laughed. Guy, stop playing. You just sold out a stadium in London last night. Eronini felt dizzy. Was this real? A dream or a very elaborate prank? Then a beautiful woman ran up to him, teary-eyed. Eronini, thank God you're back. The time loop is finally broken. He stepped back. Time loop. Wetin you dey talk? She held his hand tightly. Listen, in your old life, you were trapped in an alternate reality where you thought you were struggling. But that was never real. This is your life. You are a superstar, the biggest comedian in the world. Eronini's mind was spinning. Could this be true? For years, he had dreamed of making it big, of having money, luxury, and global fame. And now it was all here. But then the light flickered. The music stopped. A deep mechanical voice echoed through the mansion. You have 1 hour to decide to stay in this life or return to your old one. Choose wisely. The entire room froze. A countdown appeared before his eyes, saying 59.59 and 59.58. Eronini's heart pounded. Was this a joke, a nightmare, or was he truly standing between two realities? The choice. The woman gripped his hand. Eronini, think in your old life you were struggling, hustling every day, but here you have everything, wealth, fame, power. He hesitated. Wasn't this what he wanted? But something felt off. He looked around. The people at the party were smiling, but their faces were too perfect. Their laughter sounded scripted. Was this really his real life? Or was this just an illusion? The timer hit 00.30.00. Eronini took a deep breath. If I go back, will I remember this? The woman's face darkened. No, you wake up in your old life, never knowing this ever happened. His chest tightened. If he chose to stay here, would he lose his real self forever? The voice boomed again. 5 minutes remaining. Sweat dripped down his forehead. Which life was real? He asked. Then he noticed something. The mirror on the far wall. He turned to look at his reflection and his blood ran cold. The Eronini in the mirror wasn't moving. He was staring at him, smiling, and suddenly it whispered, "Run." The time hit 00:10. Eronini's breath caught. This wasn't real. It couldn't be. He took a deep breath. Then, with 1 second left, he made his choice. He closed his eyes and whispered, "I choose the awakening." Beep, beep, beep. Eronini's eyes snapped open. He was back in his tiny apartment. His cheap wall clock blinked 7 o'clock a.m. His heartbeat slowed. Had it all been a dream? He looked around. No Rolex, no designer suite, no private jet ticket. But then his phone vibrated. A message appeared on the screen. "You made the right choice. See you soon, Eronini Oshinachi." His hand trembled. What did that mean? Was it truly just a dream? Or had he really escaped something far more terrifying? One thing was clear. His journey wasn't over. It was just beginning.